Hello and welcome to OG Foundation, capital of the sovereign state of Velodium. I'm Sovereign Non-Velodium. This is Butterscotch. There's Nightshade and the Boogie. And Sammy. Butterscotch is getting his game on. This is just to give a before shot for this week. So currently this is where it's kind of like two rooms connected. But it's this room, and then if the drawbridge is lifted, the rooms are separated. But if the drawbridge is open, it's just one room. So currently not insulated on the ceiling in here. I'm just getting a start. I got the first two panels on last week, and so I'm going to insulate the rest of the ceiling this week. Some of the plywood there, and focus on closing all of this off. So here's how it's all looking now. I think the next step is to continue doing the insulation in the roof, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do more of that yet today, but this is the start for the week. Javeline seems a bit weaker today. I don't know if it's eating enough food and water. I think the only time it gets a little bit is when it's in my hand. That's hard to say. Doesn't seem too hungry. But if it wants to survive, it's gotta eat. Tuesday afternoon, and a bit more insulation is up. 2 more cans of foam were used to kind of get it all up in there to seal the cracks in between. So we're gonna get the whole ceiling done tomorrow, I think, as far as insulation. Should be able to finish this whole part, connect all these little pieces, and then after the ceiling I can start on the walls. But there's a good bit of progress on the ceiling today. You can just see where the few holes are, and basically I'll do all the insulation and try to finish up the outside of where this window is before I think about framing up this hole and sealing that up. And that is all for today. Trying to get Jabeline here to eat some cheese bits. Not a big fan of the chicken food scraps, but it'll eat the cheese scraps. Hopefully cheese and water is a good enough substitute for Simona's milk so it can survive. Javeline didn't make it. Got him to eat some cheese yesterday, and I thought it was doing good, but it died. It's Thursday evening, and I've started to, I've got most of all the ceiling insulated, and I'm working on the walls. This wall, and then this door as a single panel, and then I haven't gotten to this wall yet. That'll probably be tomorrow. I'll plywood it and then insulate it. But otherwise, just getting more foam and insulation up, filling the holes. There's just one more hole in the ceiling up there, and then the far corner. Unfortunately, I'm running low on insulation. I guess I should have gotten 6 instead of 5. But I have all this other kind of unconventional, oh boy, insulation, like these insulation panels. So I'm gonna just make do with what I've got and do my best. It's Friday morning, and I'm just starting to deconstruct this corner, which is very unusually built or framed. And that thing was on there just to kind of fill some of the space. So I took that off, and now I'm going to add the particle board, which would help reinforce it before figuring out the insulation. Start back here. and Strident are over for a visit. Hosting the neighbors. I made sure to grow out the grass so that they've got hors d'oeuvres. And if they get really lucky, they might get an apple. But I've only got one left, and I'm pretty hungry. Eat, good girls. Going to check on some roosters. It's 8 a.m. on Friday morning. I had brought 3 boys out here this morning. Maybe 2.5, 3 hours ago. And there were 3 of them. It was crowded in the thing. So I put 2 in the thing and 1 in the tree. And just coming back out here to give them some food. And kind of help them acclimate. Sounds like coyotes. Oh no, it sounds like a rooster. Hey, I see you. Is that Carmel? Hey, buddy. Oh, there's something going on here. There's some kind of feather falling from a tree somewhere. And an eagle. Eagles finding their food. Is that you, Carmel? I thought I saw you up here. Where you at, dude? Carmel? Well, this is quite a mystery. I'm gonna look around a little bit more. But I think there's a very crafty and elusive eagle that's also well fed. See if I can find a survivor. So I couldn't find, I think that was Carmel. I gotta check the footage because it all happened like quickly. Pretty sure I saw him darting to the left. Maybe dropped by the eagle or something. Maybe the eagle had sort of grasped him and then maybe taken him over there to eat. And then so he was like making his last sounds and struggles, which was what I was hearing. But I think he ran off, and I think the eagle flew off, and the eagle might have already gotten the other 2. So here's some kind of feather. I don't know, maybe that's turkey. I found another feather. I think it's a turkey. I put it in my hair because I don't have an extra hand to carry it. But yeah, that's, I guess, the end of the story for Rocky, Carmel, and Art. Art had another name at one point, and then I renamed him Art because I forget the other name, but he was a handsome multicolored one, and Rocky's a really handsome black and green one. But I'm trying to select more for traits versus aesthetics. And other than Butterscotch, who basically learned the lesson to come home, and then so I'm not gonna evict him again. If I needed to at some point, I might eat him. But so that's the abundance of chickens. Basically, I think that's all of them that are gonna go out this year. It's been like, I don't know, 9, 10, I don't know how many. Kind of just offered up to the local predators in nature here, and that's basically kind of the abundance. That if I needed to, I could eat those chickens, but it actually takes extra work to like kill and harvest and eat a chicken, and I think it's actually more value for these chickens. The wild animals will value them more as food than I would, having to invest extra hours into it. And then I'm going to give you a shot of the current chicken flock, so you can kind of see you've been introduced to a lot of the chickens that have been dying, that have been getting killed. And so I'll go over all the ones who are alive, so you can see who all the chicken characters are. Look at this. Somebody's a survivor out there. It's Art. So I'm guessing what happened, unless Rocky shows up. Is Rocky with you too, Art? Come on over here. You want some food? Come here, big guy. Come here. I know you had a scary predator intervention, didn't you? I think what happened is Rocky probably got taken by the bird, or unless Carmel did and Rocky split somewhere else. But likely the bird came and killed Rocky, took Rocky away, came back, grabbed Carmel, was like in a rush or something, and hadn't totally killed him, and then so I heard that over there. But I walked right past here. That's amazing that I didn't see Art over there. So I'm guessing like the predator came and then they bolted, the predator got one, and then here's Art here, the survivor. And I think Carmel might still be alive, but Carmel bolted that way and I couldn't find him. But who knows, he could still be alive, because last time it looked like he was alive. Come here, Art. Have a little food. You hungry? You're a smart boy to come over to here by the water. I'm glad that there's a survivor, and I can keep coming back to see Art. I'm going to spend a little bit of time with him now before heading back. This is Verona. She is the matriarch, the oldest lady. And the last chicken left from my grandma. You good girl. She's out and about today. Up on the top of the roof. She had been staying in the citadel for a number of days, so it's good to see her out and about. I think her mourning period is over for Gypsy Hawk and Grace. That's Dino on the left. He's the elder rooster, and then there's Wisdom, who had one baby, and then Speedy here, who had, yep, that's Speedy, who had 7 babies, and then Starwish, who had 5 babies, and then there's Sammy over there. And then over here is Klondike, who's differentiated from Speedy in that she's got more brown on her side. And coming in hot is Little Boogie. Coco and Puff are somewhere out here. Oh, they're over there. Here's Nightshares, who wants to come out. All the other ones want to go in and get some food. Oh, there's Coco and Puff. Hey, y'all. And here's Kodiak. How's it go, Puff? You're on film. Except there's no film, it's just a phone. It's a phony film. Phony film. No film involved, just a phone. Phony. You're on phone. And let's see, who else did we miss? There's Butterscotch, who often stays in here, and Darkfoot. And over there on the chair is Ghost. And then Intrepid is the golden one here. And then there's Arthur walking over there. Oh, no, Ghost is on the ground. On the chair. I'm not sure who that is. Who else are we missing? Kudo is somewhere around here. He often has been staying in the coop, because when he comes out, Butterscotch often beats him up. Here's Star Wars. Oh, here's Kudo. Come on out, Kudo. You can do it. Which means there's probably not anyone in the coop. There was one laying some eggs in there. Yep, nobody in the coop. Hey, Kudo. Why don't you come on out, buddy? Yeah, you be brave. Be brave, buddy. It's Arthur. You good, girl? You sounding like... You okay? You got a breathing going on. You okay? Go on outside, buddy. The gate's open. Why don't you go outside? The older boys are picking on him. He's all by himself, and he's in... Oh, Coco, actually. You can go outside, Kudo. No, don't come this way. Go outside. Go outside. Go on, you can do it. You can do it. Go the other way. Get past them. It's an obstacle course for Kudo. Everyone's going after him. Oh, so it was Kodiak in here. It was just the lighting was hard to tell. So Kodiak and Ghost. I was like, is there a new chicken that? But there's one black chicken that I haven't named yet. She looks a lot like Darkfoot, but she's in a younger generation. Why don't you go outside, Kudo? Kudo, the one who's the one chick from Wisdom, has been kind of shadowing Dino, which is good because that's the best way that he can learn from the older rooster. Whereas Butterscotch here is always doing his own thing, and similar with Arthur. I think Arthur was dominant for a very short while. Maybe while Praetorian was here, maybe. And then I think Butterscotch is dominant now. I haven't seen for sure, but that's what I think. Girl, an egg. Why don't you go outside, Kudo? Outside. Go outside. Go outside. Go on. Keep going. You gotta go outside. Go find Dino. Go on, the gate's open. Go on. Yeah, follow them outside. He's not listening. So that's about all of the chicken characters. Go on, Kudo. Outside, outside. Go out the gate. Alright, I'm gonna get them some water. So that's our intro to all the chickens. I'm gonna get back to work on the insulating water feature gate drawbridge structure. Another great success scavenging. Got a couple 20-foot joists. Got a whole bunch of 1-inch tubing, which is probably like at least $100 worth of that, if not more. Some random plywood, fencing, a bunch of vinyl, some PVC, an umbrella. All good materials. 2 different locations and all for free. Sunday morning. Look at this smart rooster. Roosting in the tree right where I placed him. The apple tree. What a good boy. He's a survivor. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's Rocky. He survived! What an elusive ninja he is. But still no caramel. So I think what I'll do is I'll walk that direction a bit. Because caramel might still be alive. I'm so happy that these two are alive. And that they're together. And they're both in the tree. Wonderful start to the day on Sunday. Look who it is! I found Carmel. How'd it go, buddy? Are you injured? Are you okay? You go, boy. I'm so proud of you. All three boys are surviving. They survived the predator encounter. Looks like he might be missing a little thing on his head. I don't know. But all three boys are alive. Now I gotta figure out what, I'm just gonna leave him here. If I'm gonna try to get him back over there, maybe 100 yards plus. I don't know if he'll find them. Anyways, I'll figure it out. Alright boys, I'll see you later. Good luck reuniting with your brother. Get some good apples up there. Stay alive out here. Sunday evening, I added the window there. Just kind of screwed on one side and then just otherwise in particle board. I got particle board on the outside, I think, since the last video. And now I'm insulating the inside. And because it was built in such a strange manner, the insulation is like a nightmare trying to figure out, like, it's got all these different angles, and sometimes I have to insulate in front and sometimes behind and figure it all out. But I like this window, how funky it is. This is these two doors. They got like connected with the insulation panel. And here's how the outside of this is looking. I used the last piece of the metal from that other flashing kit just to give that thing a little bit of a visor. And then these are some like salvaged metal things from, like, I think they were like light reflectors or like fluorescent light hangers or like something like that. Those are going to be the gutters for in there. It's kind of a cool use for those. And I think I've got the ceiling completed in here. So I got the last pieces up there. I just have to foam more. And that corner as well, except for a couple pieces there. And at some point I'll probably insulate the inside of that cement. But it's also not finished, so we'll see about that. And then this section here also has to get insulated. But I got this area there. And so making progress. There's just lots of little things to do. And I think probably tomorrow I'll see about framing in this opening here. I think there'll be 2 windows that'll fit in there, but that's all for today. Monday morning. No birds in the tree, but I found Rocky down here in the bush hiding. But I have not found Art, so I'm gonna look for Art, and then I'm gonna go look for Carmel. See if I can find them boys. It's possible that these 4-legged barbarians have displaced Carmel. So this is the tree Carmel was in, but he's not here anymore. But there's a bunch of cows. Oh, there's some horses too. Who's that? It's Starbuck and Strident. It's 2 girls out here by themselves. Coming to say hi. Go say hi to the girls, see if we can find Carmel also. Look at the size of that maple. Well, Carmel has disappeared once again. So I will circle back and look for Art. Well, I was only able to find Rocky. And he's kind of calm, but not like relaxed to come out. He's gonna stay in the bush and be elusive for the predators. We'll see you later, Rocky. Good luck. So because it's been beautiful warm weather and dry, and I'm a little bit tired of doing that insulation stuff right now, I decided to focus on firewood today. So I've gotten through 4 gas cans and the chainsaw so far. Unloading the first one and working on finishing up the stack on the right before I end up adding a little more on the front of this one. I probably have enough wood now, I imagine, to get through the winter, like just enough. But I really wanna, it's nice to have all of this stuff here left over from last winter. And I wanna just keep getting more. And I might end up selling some firewood this year as well, we'll see. If a neighbor wants some. But I'm gonna go get some more firewood and build up that stack. Hey, look who it is. It's Art. Still alive. Eluded me this morning. You wanna come out here, buddy? Hey, dude. You good boy, hiding in the bush. I'm gonna go check on Rocky. Look who I found. Carmel, still out here by himself. So all 3 boys are separate at this point, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rocky and Art are still roosting in the same tree. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk around Carmel. I'm gonna try to just kind of shepherd him towards his brothers. See if I can unite them. But that's good that he's out and about. The other 2 are still hiding in the bush. So even though he's the one who got attacked and like the most traumatized, he's the one who's being the most brave and out in the open. Carmel didn't seem very open to being shepherded. So instead, I'm gonna leave him here. But I'm gonna go find an apple. And I'm gonna give him an apple because I'm not sure if he's figured out that apples are a good source of food around here yet. Carmel's got some apple. And he's found this nice little vine covered outcropping for protection. So hopefully he's all good over here. And that will be the end of the chicken updates for this week. I'll just show you where the projects and the wood ended up. Wood's all stacked. Stack on the right is looking pretty healthy. Just need a couple more loads and it'll be all done. And we'll be all ready for the winter. And then nothing really changed in here because I didn't work on this today. Still got the same areas to work on, and that will be the focus starting next week. But thanks for tuning into this week's video. That's all.